Truth Man here, out and about. Got a video. I want to react to something that I'm going to play that Corey Holcomb said in the background. This is a very important characteristic that you don't want to miss in dealing with these modern women. Let's go.
Back of them upstairs, if y'all listening. If you are out with a woman and she sparks a conversation with a male stranger, you cannot fix that bitch. Get the fuck away from her. You cannot fix her. If you out with a woman on a date, or if it's your girlfriend or whatever, if she will spark a conversation with a male stranger, she is not coachable. Get the fuck away from her.
Okay, I'm going to pause it before I play the rest of what he said.
You know what I needed when I first started in real estate? I needed somebody to help me get the leads, go on the appointments, and close the deal. On top of it, I needed somebody to help me out with the paperwork. Otherwise, I would have stayed in learning mode the rest of my life. So if that's you, stuck in learning.
Some people, they just be trying to get them views. It just be ridiculous.
Yeah, you can tell them I said it.
Fail miserably. But if you want to save yourself a lot of trial, if you don't believe me,
not that he talked to her.
If you don't believe me, you're going to fail miserably. But if you want to save yourself a lot of trials and tribulations, if you are in the streets with a woman who sparks a conversation with a male stranger, that is a nothing ass woman. That woman is worth nothing to nobody. Because it's not just she's not trained. It's not just not training. If she will spark a conversation with another male that she or you don't know, she will put you in danger, and it's on purpose. That's just one thing that come with it. So when you out with these bros, if they talk to guys they don't know. I remember I was with this one girl and she asked this dude for a cigarette.
She knew you didn't smoke.
I don't give a fuck if I don't smoke. If you speak to somebody in the name of a cigarette,
someone still smokes.
You the worst bitch on the planet. I can't do nothing with you.
It's even worse if she shares a cigarette with a nigga she never met.
Craig,
he takes the one that he had on his ear.
You splitting the cigarette with a motherfucker.
Took it off his ear and gave it to him.
What if she take a tote of some other dude's cigarette?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let me go. This is a very important characteristic that you don't want to miss. That I missed. And he's right. That's how I know he's right. Is because thinking back, I missed this characteristic. This been going on. Watch these women at get-togethers. What if your wife or your girl make any other dude other than her father or brother a plate? That's a sign too that she ain't it. She's a hoe, or wants to be. Always remember about a lot of women haven't made it to their whole avenue yet. They're on their way there. They got the GPS on, trying to figure out how to get to Whole Avenue. They got their inner GPS on. See, like I said, a lot of time we getting women wait, especially if you the type of dude that you will inspect, you shut stuff down. Sometimes you just get in the way. They don't really get a chance to experience this, so they won't even know. They'll start to fight against you, and nothing good about you, and you doing everything good. You provide, you coming home, you ain't cheating. But sometimes, man, they are never admit it and they'll get mad, but they never got a chance to make it to that street. So I told y'all about the time where I knocked the two dudes out when the dudes' faces hit each other and they both was slumped over. That could have been avoided. But that's not the only incident through the years. The whole thing I mentioned about Wendy's. You putting all of these people don't care nothing about you. I know a lot of y'all probably don't care nothing about me, but I care about y'all. And if I can help somebody, some young dude, some old dude, escape wasting your time and money and trusting in these women acting like they one way when they really not. And sometimes they don't know that they're not. You know? And like I said, list DTB for all the women that practically rotted away because they just couldn't handle being alone. They wanted a family. They wanted a husband. List DTB for them as a tribute to them. And let's DTB all these women who don't appreciate us, who think that we owe them something, who try to act like they the only woman, like they can't be replaced. Let's DTB for all the women that we could have married. Let's just do it that way. So the time with the dude with the Wendy's, that was another time. It clearly, dude was not trying to help me. He was trying to make me look bad. And they couldn't even see it. Like, they couldn't even see it. That's what was worse than what he did. What was worse than what he did was the fact that they couldn't see what he was trying to do. That's why I'm going to block my kids from ever going to Mississippi. Ever moving there. It's over for that. Because if that's how those guys are down there, and I'm not trying to disrespect nobody who's from Mississippi or who live in Mississippi. I'm just going by this experience. If that's how it is, I don't want my daughters down there. I don't want my daughter, all that fighting and then making up. No, when you start fighting, it's time to break up, not make up. But that's what they do, that old knee slap stuff. But when you start fighting, it's time to break up, not make up. So he said, again, what he was saying was women just over friendly, basically. Women that, okay, why are you, there's been many times I'm like, why are you talking to him? Like, why you keep talking to him? That's what I'm thinking, like, dude, if I did that, you would be mad. Why you keep talking to these dudes? And then, like, one time, I didn't even know this dude was flirting around because I was too busy running my mouth. She said, yeah, he been flirting around, all this stuff. Okay, if you know he flirting around, then why ain't you shutting him down? Why you still talking to him then? See, this is the trait that goes unnoticed, man. But he right, man. You can't coach him because the women who do that are going to be the women who never apologize. They're going to be the women who never want to hold themselves accountable. They're going to be the women who want to hold you accountable, although they don't hold themselves accountable. This is a reality. Corey is on to something with this. If she'll spark up a conversation with a complete stranger, what they supposed to be doing, married women, committed women, you supposed to be shutting down conversation with complete stranger in a polite fashion, of course, not engaging them. And I remember, like, she used to come home all the time telling me about these conversations. I'm thinking, like, as I began to put everything together, I'm like, this stuff been going on. How could I not see? I was mad at myself for a while, y'all. All the at church, over in the corner, this dude, nobody else. Like, it was this one guy, man. He was a cool guy, but I noticed, like, he always was trying, all them women in there, he was always talking to her. And his wife was always somewhere else. But usually, like a couple of times when we used to go to this church, and this was a long time ago, that's how I say how long ago this was. His wife, usually, I used to be like, okay, let me see where she is, because I'm just smart like that, y'all. I'm cold with this, man. I've been cold, even when I was a simp. I noticed that usually his wife would be somewhere talking to the women. And he over here in the walkway talking to my wife. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. There was so many examples of this. So many examples, man. Like the time I came out of the tow yard. And she gets mad when I talk about this. And her cleavage was showing right in my friend's face. Right in his face. And see, what I used to do is I would make sure, because I didn't want to get accused of just starting stuff. So I like I'm gonna show you how cold I was. I wouldn't come right out. I'll just peek around there. Like, man, look at this. The dude that she didn't even like that tried to fight me because I was out with her. And he was married too. Just leaning up against the car, all this showing. And then got mad at me when I said something. You insecure, of course. Their favorite. Their favorite. I'm like, dude, really? I'm back there like, look at this. See, I was sad for a while because I knew that our relationship wasn't going to make it. And I wanted it to make it. Like, I knew because of stuff that I was seeing. That I'm not going to disclose every little detail because I'm just trying to help you guys. I don't want to make her look like a bad person. She's no better or worse than these other women. She's not. She's not better. She's not worse. She's probably better than some of them. These women is terrible. Absolutely atrocious. Horrible. But it was other stuff. Like, that was another incident at the tow yard when I needed the ID. That was another incident. We had to go back to Arlington to pick her up, and the Wendy's. That when I punched the two dudes out that same night, the dude that kept trying to dance, the giving the phone number out, although she told me, but I really should have broke up instead of, you know what, she told me, so I should have just broke up right then and there. Because the other women wasn't doing this stuff. So that's a sign that y'all have to look at, man. For real. Like, don't overlook it. Look at how she acts at get-togethers. Look at how she acts at church. Look at how she acts. Now, some of them will act different if they don't find none of the guys attractive. Look how she acts in public. She shouldn't be doing nothing that she'll get mad at you if you do it. So that means if she's the type of woman that will get mad at you if you spark up a conversation with a woman. I remember one time, I forgot which restaurant we was at, but it was light-skinned. Her teeth was jacked, but she was kind of attractive, and I gave her a nice tip. She went off the deep end. Why you give her a tip like that? Blah, 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 blah. Wendy's. Pawn shop. Dude, come on. Come on. Corey is on to something. This is important. You don't want to overlook it. You got to look at how she acts when other men are around. And don't confront her. Don't confront her. This is what you do. Just let her keep doing it. Act like you don't notice until she tries to get on you about something that you do. And then you start to disclose all of what she's been doing. I had one time I told y'all I'm just so cold. I had a feeling that she was lying about this guy online that was saying stuff to her. I just had my gut feeling that she's lying. Because I'm like, okay, if this dude is only talking about the game, then why he keep talking to you? You don't even play with him that much. So I forgot how I put it, but I intentionally, when I was at the edge of the stairs, that was at the other house. And I said something to her, and I smiled to myself on the stairs because I knew that would get her. I said, blah, 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 whatever it was, and I smiled. And she says, he told me that if I saw him, I would want to leave my husband. I went off the deep end. I said, you lied. I knew it. I said, I caught you in a lie. You said he only talked about the game, but he flirting with you, talking about you leaving me? Went off the deep end. When? See, if you're the type of guy that won't leave her and you won't argue, you just storm off, she got you. She got you by the nuts. You ain't got no nuts. She done twist your balls off. She twisted her balls off, and now she's putting lipstick on you. And after she put her lipstick on you, she gonna put a wig on your head. And after you let her put a wig on your head, she gonna go and give you a BBL. See, like the emasculation process never ends. It ain't gonna be over until you a full-fledged queen. You gotta stop it by getting the information from me. And y'all, if you got the means to support, look how much I'm helping y'all, man. Shout out to DW. DW is not stingy at all. But some of y'all, dude, y'all just want me to talk and get free game. And then you go over to here and you ain't even getting the same level of game. It's only a couple content creators that I would say even messing with me in the level. The rest of them, they just hot air, sound effects, good background, good production, but they content suck. Mine is the total opposite. My content is good, it's just my production could use a little improvement. I recognize this. We working on it. But y'all are too stingy, man. Dude, you could send $1, man. 2, 3, 4. What's that? What's that? You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna help other men. You gonna help in the production of these books, in the production of this channel, and the ministry and the other things that we getting ready to embark upon. You'll be helping. But y'all want to be stingy, though. I'm helping you. A lot of y'all young dudes, I'm helping you escape. They're going to tell you everything you want to hear. But there ain't going to be none of that stuff. Maybe for a year, 2, tops. Then the rest is going to be argue, sex decrease, argue, sex decrease, argue, sex decrease, work husband, flirt. Promiscuous in her mind, control freak, female narcissist, double standard, argue, girls trips. Why everybody do this? You supposed to be, man, And then on the girls trip, hey, dude, thing down to his knee. Then they can see it through his shorts. And your wife gonna give him some. Your wife. And come home missing him. And every time she think about him, she gonna start a fight with you. And when you stand on her, you're being sassy. Yeah, I ain't never seen somebody that argue like you do. You argue like a female. You argue like a female. That's their favorite. You argue like a female. Listen, man, don't try to lead nobody that don't want to be led. Why are you calling this your wife? Why are you in a relationship with these women who want to lead you? Think they could do whatever they want, say whatever they want, while you protect them and provide for them and do the things, whatever it is they want you to do. And I'm letting you know the Most High is not pleased. Those of y'all, you think you spiritual. Let me tell you something. You talking about you saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. You ain't filled with no Holy Ghost if your wife telling you what to do. You filled with the holy demon, probably. You got a whole demon. Talking about you sanctified and filled with the Holy Spirit and your wife punking you in front of your church, and they talking behind your back like the men that stand on their wife. Man, if I want to go fishing, I'm going fishing. Them the dudes is talking about you. Like, man, he can't go. His wife be punking him. You talking about happy life, happy wife, happy life. Where is that in the scripture? Show me. Show me any scripture even close to that. The closer you're going to get to that is 1 Peter chapter 3, when he said, dwell with them in an understanding way. Like, meaning, don't be petty with them. But Corey was right, man. They not coachable. Like okay, if you a man and you in a relationship thinking about marrying, or you already married to a woman who don't listen to you, like the whole incident I told y'all about with the dog, that was just like another of thousands. And then tried to argue. I'm like, man, I told you not to have that dog in this house. Just don't listen to me, because this is how some women, these women are dangerous, because they will literally, in their mind, they will literally police call. That's their mind. If you crash out, call the police. So they're going to try to control you. And then if you crash out, they're going to call the police and mess your record up. Just get away from them. Get your money right and move on. Some guys, it's not that they wouldn't move. They ain't got the money. Get the money, man. If you got to pick up another job, do what you got to do, man. You scared of what she going to say? Like, look, we ain't there no more. We ain't there. She shouldn't be in your wallet. She shouldn't be going through your stuff. Once she established that she doesn't want to be with you, and she establishes this by the things she consistently says and does, she should not have access to your money. Y'all dudes still paying the bills on time, giving her a comfortable life, and she don't even want to give you a nut. She wants somebody else to hit. And you still paying that bill, you better make it uncomfortable up in that piece. And when I say peace, I'm P-I-E-C-E, not P-E-A-C-E, because we know you ain't got that. Most guys is not going to have no peace being married, man. Paul Pierce, I'm telling you, man, if you don't have no unicorn, you don't have no fully cooperative woman who wanted to be married, and she said, when I get married, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and she's actually doing it. If you don't have that, I know you don't have peace. Because a woman got to get out of your way for you to have peace. And even if she doing little sneaky stuff, the spirit is going to be in the air. It ain't going to be no peace. Ain't going to be no peace. It's going to be a draining spirit in the air. So make sure y'all sharing my videos. And make sure y'all sharing your money if you can. So I'm not telling you nothing that you want to support. Y'all better recognize, man, that I got a lot going on. Eventually, I'm just going to look at it like, not that I'm in it for money, but I'm going to look at it like, man, these guys, they don't really want me to do it too much because they not allowing me to come from over this way and come over this way and do this. Like, think about it. Every YouTube content creator, once they, like, what's his name? Queso, the dude that be playing the video game. He was able to go to his boss and tell him he quit. And his boss was like, yeah, man, if you're making that kind of money from YouTube, absolutely. And YouTube, what's up, man? What, y'all don't like me or something? How am I not in the hundreds of thousands of views? And I'm sitting and looking at dudes, boring, not good content, 10 hours ago, 31,000 views from one video. That's got to be y'all doing that. I need to get my views, YouTube, up in the hundreds of thousands. Now, if you fair, you'll let me do it. You'll let it happen. You'll let it happen. These other content creators should not be getting more recommendations. Darius M has the same video format as me. Look at his views. Look at his subs. But if you're doing anything to limit my exposure, you're not being fair. If it's just a thing, truthfully, where people just not interested, I can live with that. But you YouTube workers, if you're doing anything to limit my exposure, you're not being fair. You're not being fair. 'Cause I ain't doing nothing. All I do is present truth. And some stuff, like when I talk about sports and stuff, certain stuff. But yeah, back on subject, that's not something you want to overlook, man. Watch how they act around other men or women who have a preference towards women. Now we got to include that. We got to include that. So this one guy, I'm sure he took it the wrong way, probably. We had a conversation, but he didn't know that conversation was based upon a previous conversation that I had with somebody else. See, a lot of time people, I'm telling you, y'all be allowing these women to hide. They be saying and doing all type of stuff in private. But then you come out in public and you save face. Of course, you don't want people in all your business. I haven't even told y'all 50%. But at the same time, you don't want to be a 0% because then you giving them the ability to hide. Okay, if that's the attitude you taking, I would advise for you not to even deal with women. Because if you get involved in a marriage that's like toxic, and you refusing to talk to anybody, you liable to blow up, or you liable to develop health issues. It's good to have somebody you could talk to. It's good to talk to people with similar situations. Remember, content by request is only $1.99. It's nothing. Candy bars cost more. To get me to talk about a subject that you want to hear my perspective on. But YouTube, I need to get up in these hundreds of thousands of views, man. If y'all doing anything to limit it, you're not being fair. If I should be getting all the videos I got, I should be getting like 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 views a month. But that's not the case, clearly. Even 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Think about it. 3 million views is 10,000. Let me see. 10,000 every. Let me see. 300. Wait, that's 10,000 times 10 is 100. That's 100,000 views a day. So that's 10. That's 3 million views most months. If a month had 30 days, that's 3 million views. If you get 100,000 a day. If you get 10,000 a day, that's 300,000. I should be able to get 100,000 with over 5,000 videos. That's like each video getting 2 views. That's how I know something is not right. Something, I can't, it's hard to know. But 10,000 views a day for me would be 2 views on average from each video. I know I get more than that. So these views got to be fake. Like it's impossible. But yeah, man, for the time being, I'm gonna keep helping you guys, showing you that marriage benefits them, relationships benefit them. You could, if you want to be in a relationship, then have your own place and let her have her own place. Don't let her, be nice, be courteous, treat her, based on the energy she put out. If she put out negative energy, you just dump her. Get somebody that's giving positive energy, loyalty, respect. They sticking to you. They don't need 2 penises. They don't need that. If they need that, something is wrong. You got one. That's all they need. Unless something is wrong, man. See, and another thing they do, off subject. Don't ask me to have sex with you the way the dude you like did. I'm not doing nothing he did. If I find out he did it, I'm not doing it. Well, maybe some stuff you can't avoid. But some stuff you can avoid. Like choking you. If he choked you, hey, go let him choke you again. I don't choke women during sex. I don't even want no woman that want me to choke her. Something wrong with her mentally. Yeah, I mean, I can choke you, but I don't want to do it with my hands. I'm not going to do it. There's other ways. Just not with my hand. But, nah, man. Dude, no. He's right. That's the trait that flies under the radar. That sparking up conversations with strangers, being friendly, over friendly with strangers, smiling up in strangers' face. Yeah, you want to smile and be polite, but it's a way to do it. You shouldn't be smiling for no whole minute straight. And a woman, if your cleavage showing, when other dudes come around, you should be doing this. And don't wear that shirt no more. These dudes do not care. They're evil. When they want that nut, that's all that matters to them. They don't care if they break your house up. And sometimes so if they try not to break your house up, sometimes that's just as bad as if they break your house up. Like if they sneaking around trying to keep your secret, that's just as bad. That's worser than if they went to your man like, this is my woman now. I'm having sex with her. That's worser if they keep the secret because they allowing her to save face and keep up faces. If you the dude that's in an emotional affair with a married woman, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You should be cutting that conversation off. All it takes is for me to see a wedding ring. And I'd be like, quiet right down. Or won't say nothing. Because I'm a whole man. And part of being a man is avoiding conflict with other men. That's why you don't mess with nobody's wife. You don't mess with nobody's girl. You don't be the rebound guy. Don't be the rebound guy. Some of these women need to feel and experience loneliness. Like if they dog a good guy out, why are you coming in making it seem like they was right? That's why the Most High put that in Luke 16:18. Because he knew how y'all was going to be. Doing good, he paying the bills. Yeah, people struggle sometimes. These women letting social media teach them to punish guys for having hardship. When you get married, it's supposed to be death do you part. Y'all want it to be death do part for the man, but not for y'all. That stuff was mainly for women. And that ain't even in the Bible. That's something men made up. Them vow, you ain't even supposed to make vow. But anyway, I must go. I'm probably going to stay out here late. Get that money piled up the way I need to get it piled up. Indeed. I do thank y'all for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos. Hit the like button for me so they won't have no excuse to limit my exposure, y'all. Do that for me. And I'll see y'all in the next video.